He said yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Mustache Yan. And I mustache you the question, would you be happy with the signing of Argentinian World Cup winner, Golden Boy or Superstar Young Award winner Enzo Fernandez in your midfield? I certainly would, mate. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series, of course, here on the channel where I reflect on what's being said about Chelsea, giving you my opinion for whatever that's worth. More importantly, asking for yours. Chelsea look like they're going to shine Enzo Fernandez. We're going to look at his stats, incredible scenes, and seemingly we're just popping off in the transfer market. Vivel making moves over in Portugal. Jorge Mendes already having a strong relationship with the new Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly. Looks like it could be paying off because the Wonder Boy, the Argentinian World Cup winner of the best young player at the World Cup, Enzo Fernandez, has reportedly said yes to the marriage of himself and Chelsea Football Club. He wants to marry Graham Potter. We're going to reflect on the news today and look at his stats. They're mental. Look, it's not done. Chelsea are pushing for it to be done, but he has reportedly said yes. And that is coming from Big Fab Romano's mouth himself. Settle in, get comfortable, please do drop a like if you want to support the content, feel free to subscribe should you want to do so. I recommend that you hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. Right, listen. There the news was coming from Fabrizio Romano. I'm going to use the article from The Express talking about how Chelsea could make a couple of more moves after Enzo, should we make the move for Enzo, who has said yes to Chelsea. We will look at his stats and talk about the superstar in question. Chelsea appears to be moving closer to the signing of Enzo Fernandez, and he may not be their last bit of business in January. And if you have watched my last video yesterday, which I suggest you go watch it if you haven't, it would suggest, Football.London's Adam Newson suggests that Chelsea are going to make their biggest, and bestest January transfer window yet. It's always exciting to sign new players and get shiny new things, isn't it, dear friends? Chelsea appear to be closing in on the signing of Enzo Fernandez after the Benfica star reportedly said yes to a move to the club. He may not be the only arrival at Stamford Bridge in January, with either Graham Potter, known to be keen on Benoit Badiashile and Josip Juranovic as well. Of course, we've spoken about in yesterday's video. Chelsea were widely expected to be one of the busiest teams in the January transfer window as Potter looks to arrest an underwhelming Premier League campaign that sees the club sit 8th after 15 matches. Fernandez appears to have become their top target given the team's struggles in midfield this year, and the move looks to be developing positively. Ooh la la! The football transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has reported the Blues have entered talks with Benfica over a deal, with the player already saying yes to Chelsea to making the move. It remains to be seen whether or not the clubs can come to an agreement in terms of offering big money, if they can avoid paying his release clause in one go. So this is the issue. Chelsea want to give them a lot of money and give them even more money than the £105 million release clause, but allow us to stagger it in such a way that it suits our books. It suits our accounting papiers. We want to be like, we'll give you a load of money now. This is going to be better for you ultimately. Look, the player wants to come. The player wants to come. You paid 10 million, 8.5 million. You paid 8.5 million for this breeder 6 months ago. We're going to give you over 105 million. Come on, dude. Like, our pants are pulled down here, like, as it is. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. The midfielder would be a marquee signing. Heck yes, it'd be the transfer record. He is one of the best players at the World Cup in Qatar, claiming the Young Player of the Tournament award as he lifted the trophy of Argentina, and is young enough to dominate the midfield for the next decade. He also helps the West Londoners get one above their Premier League rivals, with both Manchester United and Liverpool also believed to be harbouring ambitions of signing him. Gutted. However, they now appear to have lost all initiative and to Chelsea and looked set to miss out. Ooh. Fernandez is unlikely to be the only one to arrive at Stamford Bridge, either, with both Badiashile and Juranovic getting closer to potential transfers. The French defender is the closest of the two. Chelsea are in advanced talks with Monaco over the move for the £35 million defender. The club have reportedly agreed personal terms with their potential new signing, and the deal will likely get over the line in January. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Left-sided, left-footed, centre-back, very young. He's 21, I believe. He's very aggressive. We'll look at him a little bit closer at Benoit as the signing looks to get over the line, but that could be a great piece of business. And like we said yesterday, man, Reece James, we're going to need some cover in that right back side. Let's move on. So I'm going to show you some stats, and they're going to blow your fragile little mind, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, let's do that, and then I want to end talking about N'Golo Kante, because apparently we're on the cusp, on the brink of extending N'Golo Kante, which is a bit of a hashtag plot twist. And like, you know, Jorginho, should I stay or should I go? How many midfielders do we want? I know we're looking to play a 3-man midfield now as opposed to a 2, but does that mean we have like 4 times the amount? Is that the plan? Is that the plan? Carney, Chukwuemeka, Cesare, Cassidy? Are we going to sign Arsene Zakarin? You know, Hall is a midfielder. He looked like one of our best youngsters. How many midfielders do we need? I put the question to you, but let's put a pin in that for the moment and look at some incroyable statistics. Now, you know, when I show you these scouting reports, I show you their strengths. And yes, caveat, Enzo is playing. He is playing in the Portuguese Liga, Nando's league. And it would be remiss, you know, I've been talking up Jude Bellingham's prominence over Fernandez in terms of the competition he's playing in. But I saw these stats, and this is versus midfielders in Europe. And this is his strengths. And as you can see, I couldn't fit any more in the screen that everything's in the 99th percentile. So usually you have 1 or 2 99th percentile, a few 98th if they're good. But here with Enzo Fernandez, as you can see, there's a lot of full green bars. So this is in comparison to midfielders. Now, Enzo Fernandez can play anything where between CDM to CAM, cam. He can play defensively, he can play in the middle, he can be offensive. And to all-round midfielders, he's in the 99th percentile for non-penalty XG and expected assists, passes completed, passes attempted. He's got a very keen eye for a creative pass. Total passing distance, so he could be like proper quarterback vibes here. Progressive passing distance, get the ball up the pitch through the lines. Passes completed short, passes completed medium, passes completed long, attempted and completed for all 3. And they're all in the 99th percentile, and it goes on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Progressive passes, live ball passes, through balls, switches as well. He's doing every single kind of pass. Absolutely insane. Shot creating actions, goal creating actions, touches in the midfield, live ball, passes received. Look, this guy, you can see it for yourself. Even if you're not a stats man, know this. That is an incredible scouting report in terms of strengths. Yeah. I mean, need we say more? It looks absolutely incredible for Enzo Fernandez. And I don't want to gas it up too much because it's not over the line. Chelsea are putting themselves in a strong position to achieve this signing in January. We've known for a little while that the new Chelsea ownership do want to make moves in January. And I said to you before, maybe even a couple of months ago or a month ago, Chelsea, I think, will make a statement central midfield signing in January. You can find the clip. I said it, and this could be it, should we? And he said yes. Look, the big thing here is he said yes. So let's keep our fingers and toes crossed and see what happens. And let me know what you think. Comment down below on Enzo Fernandez. Excuse me. Although it is Enzo Fernandez because it's not Portuguese. If it was Portuguese, it would be French, like Bruno Fernandes. Anyway, N'Golo Kante, a breaking story yesterday from The Athletic, an exclusive by all accounts from David Ornstein, that we're getting closer to extending N'Golo Kante, which made many people react negatively, like, oh god, this is not future planning, you know, injury prone, high wages, it just doesn't play, and, you know, he's not the same player, and what we're doing. But upon reflection, it's very hard to get upset about N'Golo Kante staying at Chelsea Football Club. Deep it. You know, that if he plays, it's N'Golo Kante. Like, you know, he doesn't drink, he looks after his body. If he can get over an injury, that run, that constant, relentless man of the match winning run to the Champions League win from him was nothing short of profound. And by all accounts, they were far away in negotiations. He wants to stay at Chelsea, firstly. He likes the city. He likes Chelsea. He probably thinks, like, his agent, his agent's probably telling him, mate, you're N'Golo Kante, like, you can get paid a lot of money here, and, you know, they're not offering you more money. And from a Chelsea perspective, we've probably been like, look, mate, you don't play. Like, we play footballers. The issue here is you're not playing football. So there's that. But, by all accounts, and by the reports from David Ornstein and since other journalists as well following up, it does seem like there could be a compromise, a middle ground met where he is willing to loosen his demands for just staying and being happy at Chelsea. It does sound like Graham Potter would like to coach N'Golo Kante. Hey, who wouldn't remember how much Thomas Tuchel would just wax lyrical over and over and over about N'Golo Kante, and you know, everyone who's managed him at Chelsea and indeed Leicester. So he would love the opportunity to coach a fit N'Golo Kante and have him in his high-octane pressing midfield. You know, Enzo Fernandez, N'Golo Kante, Mason Mount, poof, be all right, wouldn't it? And, you know, mix and match, whoever else you want to chuck in there. Excuse me, you know, Kovacic will return and be very good. Incredible midfield options. Now, if this particular deal, like I said before, if it's a structured deal of, look, you get a basic of £150,000 a week, and that can go up to 220 if you play, essentially. And if you're like N'Golo Kante and you play, you know, and we'll give you like whatever. And if we can structure it like that, like a sort of pay to pay, you know, obviously a really respectable basic for a guy in his 30s, but also a pay to play on top, then, you know, you can give him like a few years contract. Like, he's 31 now. I mean, how much do you give him? Do you give him a 2+1? Do you give him a 3+1? So that would take him to maybe up to 35, which is, we did that with sort of Koulibaly, didn't we? He's 31, we gave him a 3+1. Although with Koulibaly, he's a centre-back and doesn't have to run around as much. And, yeah, it'll be different with Kante. I think really with Kante, he has to sort of look within and feel like, look, this is where I'm at in my career. This is where my, you know, my fitness is, and this is where I'm happy to play. And the Chelsea fans will always love N'Golo Kante. That's what I mean. Like, if you look within and think, am I upset that Kante's staying at Chelsea? Even if you think it was like the right thing to move on, odds are you'll find a happy part of you that's like, okay, Kante's staying. That's nice. I like that. You know? And similarly with Jorginho, we can't keep both, surely. If we sign Enzo, we're bringing in all these like aforementioned young central midfielders into the squad. Where does it end, dude? Like, how many? We can't just have midfielders in the team. So Jorginho, I really like Jorginho. He's a great character. You know, he was captain the other day against Bournemouth, and you know, if it works with him, great. But at the same time, we can't keep having just so many midfielders and high wages. His contract runs out. Sorry, man, I've got a cold still. I feel like he will maybe, his agent's talking about him maybe going back to Napoli because his heart's there, etc., etc., etc. But we'll have to see what happens, and I will, of course, keep you posted on those midfielders' contract situations. And so, guys, in the words of Fabrizio Romano, let me know what you think. Comment down below on Kante, Jorginho, Enzo, everyone I've spoken about, and indeed the January transfer business to come. I'll be very keen to read your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. I thank you once again for liking and subscribing to this channel, Football Therapy. Keep it locked, turn on the bell, because stuff is popping off. It's popping off, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you very soon. Peace.